Hello and welcome to Phoenix Star Child Tarot. Let's check out today's forecast for guidance and growth, and let's see what wisdom and advice comes in for the day from our spiritual guides and the universe. Okay, let's cleanse the deck. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now we are going to shuffle the deck, and as the deck gets shuffled, take the time to ask what advice you might be seeking or what guidance you may need for the day. Okay, so spirit guides, what do we need to be aware of? And what is today's forecast? Please take what resonates. Let's try that. And leave what does not. This is a collective reading. Okay, shuffle that again. There we go. Last one. Okay. And we will split the deck in three. Okay. Spirit guides and universe, what guidance do you have for us today? Okay, so Six of Cups, universe, spirit guides, ancestors. Okay. We have the Fool, we have Two of Cups, we have Three of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups, we have Judgment, also Queen of Pentacles. Okay, spirit guides, universe, ancestors. We have Justice in reverse, also the Six of Wands. Okay, spirit guides, ancestors. We'll put that pile back, but I will shuffle this one forward. That's the Chariot. Oh, here we go. And we've got two more cards to finish it off. We've got the Hanged Man, also the Sun. Okay, and if we have a look at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Cups, also the Knight of Wands. Seems to be coming out quite a lot lately. Okay, I'll just place that one over here. All right, so I'm gonna take a moment to have a look at the message that's coming through, and we'll get this reading started. All right. Okay, so looking upon these cards here, with our two on the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands, I see you are passionate about what you're moving forward towards, and it looks like you really are working hard towards a peaceful family, harmonious situation, something that is very stable, very secure. And I think that's quite important to you at the moment. And what I can see from here is the spirit guides and the universe are asking you to channel the innocence of the childlike wonder in life, the way we see the world, the way we view ourselves and also others. It's also being encouraged for fresh beginnings with the innocence in mind, taking that leap of faith into the unknown. But when you're channeling the childlike innocence and wonder of the world, then you start the leap of faith. It's a completely different faithful leap. It is very triumphant. From beginning to the end, there is triumph here. There's also new perspective that is being gained. There could possibly be old habits that are being adjusted. Let me get back up into this area though first. So with the childlike wonder way of thinking and life, making that leap of faith and having the new way of life envelop your way of who you are, I do see a connection, a unified connection with another person coming in and offering an emotional balance for you. You seem to have a shared understanding of one another. It's quite a fresh beginning happening here for yourself and also with this other person. I think it looks like, from what I can see, they have done similar work to what you have. The way you view the world now from experience, I see that they are viewing the world in the same way. I see that with this particular connection, you may be taking the time to stand back and finding the direction of where you would like yourself plus this relationship to head, which direction you want it to go in. Seeing what new opportunities lie ahead, and also choosing then to walk away from anything that is not emotionally fulfilling you. Anything that could compromise this new start, you are deciding to walk away. That is your best decision for you and for this situation and for your new start. With the Judgment card, I see that it's here because there is self-reflection. There is self-awareness. There is an awakening here from you walking away from whatever's not fulfilling you emotionally. Whatever you need to move on from, this is where the awakening's coming through for you. I can see that you are a nurturing, healing person. You like to be a provider. You like to be organized. And I think this is the type of energy that you're working hard towards. Financially independent, Queen of Pentacles energy. So health, wealth, everything is up to you. You've earned everything that you've received. I do see, however, that you may have, maybe in the past, maybe this is what you have been walking away from, and that is not taking responsibility for yourself, knowing that you want to be in the Queen of Pentacles energy, knowing that you can be organized, knowing that you can be conscious, you're a nurturing person. There may have been life experiences that you've had where it could lead you to an ego-driven way of thinking. Again, taking no responsibility for yourself, for your actions, having an unfair balance in life with your decisions. And I think there is an understanding now about these choices that have been made in the past that haven't really served you, and you've decided to move forward and walk away, but really power forward with the Chariot here. You've got that direction now. You're moving towards victory and success. I see you have the willpower and also an understanding about this now. This is a new perspective that you've gained. It's self-surrendering to a higher purpose. To be the Queen of Pentacles, you can't have any inequalities or injustices. You can't be a negative person and want positivity and abundance in your life. You can't be unfair and expect to be treated fairly. There are things that you may have had a fall from grace. Everybody in life experiences a fall from grace once in their life, possibly even more than once. I know personally I have. But there's always that self-reflection that can happen, that comes through, gives you that new perspective, helps you understand what type of life you would like to live, what type of energy you would like to uphold and have. And it leads you into the truth. The truth is enlightened on which way you need to move forward to have a happy family, happy life, fulfillment. The thing that we need to really see is our own self-reflection. Understanding what is not serving us and what we do need to walk away from. Understanding that when we stand back and contemplate on what is good for us, where we would like to go, which direction we would like, we have a new beginning here. What does it look like? We really want to be channeling the Queen of Pentacles energy. We need to release this way of thinking, behaving, choices. We need to move forward into victory and success. And again, when we have these new perspectives, we then, excuse me, have happiness. We are triumphant. There will be success. All of this energy here is about innocence as well. So we start this reading with innocence. We end on innocence as well. So there's a lot of returning back to our innocent way of being, the innocent way of thinking, the innocent way of moving forward in life. When we're ego-driven and when we fail to take responsibility, the innocence is no longer there. It's too clouded. The judgment we also have on ourselves, the critic in our own mind, could be quite harsh. And that's the thing that we need to recognize and walk away from. With self-love, with the awakening, with taking responsibility, being humble with our choices and who we are, and moving forward in that direction with that humble and just way of being, that innocent returns to our life, creates that vitality and that joy and happiness. And it's the sun is shining, and it shines so bright, especially when we're fighting for this way of being, for this harmony, for the family unity. If that is what is really important and that is what we're striving for, having this new beginning will create the unions that we need to have in our life to have the happy family. It's good to start our journey solo and find out, think about who we are, what we're about as people, what our values are, move towards that, find that victory and success and maintain that innocence for that happiness, that sunshine to fulfill our lives. When we're walking away from anything that might not be serving us, that is holding us back, that is hindering us. Once we find that new perspective, we understand that we have that awakening and we rebalance, have that shift, become humble. It is propelling us into that sunshine. So it's really good to see these cards here and in the order that they're sitting in, because I do see having that self-reflection when it's really important, because when we're starting off new, a fresh start, new beginnings, having that leap of faith, meeting someone in this energy would be very different to if you were meeting someone when you were still operating in this energy. If you were not taking responsibility for who you were, if you were dishonest, if you were not fair with the way you treated people or even yourself, if you, excuse me, felt like there was any fall from grace, if there were disappointments by you or by others, any failures, anything that really held you down and that weighed you, like made your cup heavy, something was missing. And I think when we walk away and we seek to find what is going to fulfill our emotional cup, that's when we get to have that awakening, to see that different perspective. That's when we get to grow as people. When we get to grow as people, we get to invite others in the same frequency and vibration as we are into our life. But we also continue to work hard with what we want to achieve for ourselves. So there is a partnership, and I know that you are looking at what behaviours serve you and what doesn't. You are walking away for the better, for an awakening, for good reasons, for good purposes, for highlighted new perspectives of life, spiritually being developed to move forward to victory and success, to have that self-discipline, especially if it has been lacking previously. This is a really important card to show that that is coming through. You have got that self-discipline, you have got that determination, you are focused, and you have got that drive. Here is that passion. You're on your horse and you're on your way to creating the fulfilling family, unity, joy, just a peaceful, loving existence. You've got security, stability, and especially if you're sitting in the Queen of Pentacles energy, you've got that independence, you've got that money coming in for yourself, but it's all going to be an equal connection if anybody does come into your life. I think with your independence, you'll know what balance you do need. You know where to be humble. You know how to move forward. You know what is going to serve you and others around you in the best way possible. For everybody in your life to have victory, success, let the sun shine through. This is all happening for you, especially when you've got that willingness to walk away from whatever's not serving you. So this is a really, really nice reading to see the new beginning, to see the new connections, to see that new awakening coming in from you, and seeing you walk away from these things that have not served you. It's really lovely to see that the sun will be, it's not will be, that the sun is shining for you. You've gained a new perspective and you are moving forward into a victory and success. You're channeling the Queen of Pentacles energy. You're moving forward and fighting for what you passionately believe in, and you're creating that happy home, happy life, that unity. That is what you feel is success. So you are definitely on the right track when I see these cards in front of me the way that they are. This is a really nice reading to see that journey beginning, to see the new connections coming in, and to see you moving forward, gaining new perspectives, releasing the old, and having the sun shine on your world. It is wonderful to see. And when you work hard and move forward towards what you want, you will achieve it. I think that is what this reading is saying. And it's going to be very, very peaceful, loving, joyous, happy, fulfilling. It'll just, there's, a lot of love I can see for yourself and also for others in the near future. I think this journey, though, at the moment, you are channeling that innocence and taking that leap of faith. So keep going with this. Keep having the awakening. Release anything that complicates your life and your decisions. Know that we all have disappointments. We all have fall from grace moments. We all have imbalances, or we take failure to take responsibility at times, or we can make things complicated. There's been dishonesty. Everybody, I think, has experienced these things before. And it's when we decide we don't want to choose that way of life, that way of being, and we move forward, that's when we really channel victory and success, where we want to be. So, well done. Well done, collective. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Have that reflection, have that awakening, move forward to the happiest days of your life. Let the sun shine through. It's a beautiful day with innocence, wonder, and taking responsibility. Building a family of harmony, peace, happiness, triumph. There's even truth coming through here at the end. So any dishonesty here, there's now truth that is coming through as one of the higher values. And I think that's what this union will also help you learn and grow. So allow that self-awakening, that reflection, the awareness, and forgiveness. It's okay to have these moments, and it's okay to forgive yourself if needed. That's where this walking away is also valuable. When we're walking away, when we're seeking and finding our own forgiveness for ourselves, having that awakening to move on, having that awareness, finding that inner calling as well, that helps you move to the financial provider for yourself, the independence, nurture yourself and others, heal yourself and also others. You've got that consciousness coming through. And that's when that consciousness is there, you're able to release anything that is not conscious. Moving forward. Having that ambition, having that willpower, that drive, and knowing that you're moving forward to triumph, to new perspectives, to new ways of thinking, to spiritually awakening, to a united family, and to a passionate way of being in life. It's a very, very wonderful reading to see this growth, this guidance, this unity, and the sun's coming out at the end of the day. Beautiful. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed today's reading, and I hope you were able to gain some guidance and some wisdom for the day. Tune in tomorrow for another day of advice and wisdom from our spirit guides and the universe. Until then, have a wonderful day, and bye for now.